Thanks very much for staying on with us here on WION World is One. I'm Molly Gambhir. It is day 2 of Derek Chauvin's murder trial in Minneapolis. The former police officer is facing charges over the killing of an unarmed black man, George Floyd, in May last year. This is a high-stakes trial for the United States. Many have said America is on trial. A battle for the soul of America is what many have also called it. Remember, Floyd's murder triggered a wave of anti-racism protests that snowballed into a global Black Lives Matter movement. Let's cut straight across to the Minneapolis court, where a key witness is being cross-examined by the defense.
An ambulance was called specifically because he was bleeding from the mouth.
That had nothing to do with me, sir.
But you made certain assumptions.
What was your answer again?
That didn't have nothing, recollections of that, nothing to do with me.
Sometimes the court reporter can't hear, so that's the only reason for this.
No, but that, Your Honor, appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Yes,
Mr. Nelson.
Thank you. But you yesterday testified that you assumed that the blood coming from Mr. Floyd's nose and mouth area was from his face being pushed into the cement.
I didn't say that.
There's no question.
Yeah.
You answered my question.
Right, his blood coming through his nose. I said blood's coming through his nose. I didn't say how I got there or where.
I'm going to ask you. That's non-responsive objection. You've answered my question, sir.
All right. Stop. Objection is sustained. Jury disregard the last remark that was not in response to a question. Mr. Nelson.
Thank you. You testified that after the ambulance came, you saw 2 additional officers, right?
Correct.
And you, prior to that happening, had no idea that those 2 officers were back there, right?
Correct.
So it's fair to assume that you did not hear any of the conversations between the officers, correct?
Tower didn't let me get close enough. Correct.
Right. The question is, did you hear any of the conversations between the officers? Yes or no?
Please repeat that because you said it different the first time.
Sure. Did you hear any of the conversation occurring between the 3 officers with Mr. Floyd? Yes or no?
No.
It's fair to say that as you were there, you grew angrier.
Correct.
Right.
That's what you perceive.
Pardon?
I said, is that what you took from the video? Correct.
Right. As you were there and interacting with Officer Tao and Officer Chauvin, you grew more and more upset. Would you agree with that?
Correct.
You grew angry, right?
I grew control and professionalism.
Okay. Again, you made a statement to Agents Garvey and Eckert and in that statement you said,
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this form of cross-examination.
Overruled.
Which one, Your Honor?
Overruled.
Proceed.
in that statement you said, like, I really wanted to beat the shit out of the police officers.
Mm-hmm.
You said that.
Yeah, I did. That's what I felt.
You were angry.
No, you can't paint me out as angry. I was in a position where I had to be controlled, of control professionalism. I wasn't angry because I stayed
You
on the curb.
object as non-responsive.
Well, I'm objecting.
Overruled. Overruled.
Answer will stand.
Next question.
Thank you. You started calling them names. Yes?
Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, you heard the
Right?
video.
You call him a tough guy, right?
You watched the video.
You call him a real man, right?
You watched the video.
Okay.
You do have to answer the question yes or no based on what he's asking.
I'm going to ask you that again, so your answers should be yes or no, okay?
Yes,
You called him a tough guy.
I did.
You called him a real man.
I did.
You called him such a man.
I did.
You called him bogus.
I did.
You called him a bum at least 13 times.
That's what you counted in the video?
That's what I counted.
And that's what you got, 13.
And that was early on, right? Those terms grew more and more angry. Would you agree with that?
They grew more and more pleading for life.
All right. After you called him a bum 13 times, you called him a fucking bum.
That's what you heard?
Did you say that?
Is that what you heard?
I'm asking you, sir.
I'm pretty
Did
sure
you
I
say
did.
that?
You heard that. I'm pretty sure you did.
You call him a...
We'll continue to track the latest coming in from the courtroom there. The trial in the case of George Floyd is currently underway. On to the latest coming in from the 9th Heart of Asia conference, which is underway in Tajikistan.